Hi, I'm Trey with Dying Fetus, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Hey everyone, this is Stephanie here with The Age of Metal, and I'm here right now with Trey of Dying Fetus. So how are you?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. And so we're currently on the Metal Alliance tour. So, it's been going on for a little while now. How's it been?
It's been pretty cool. It's been a real honor to be at the helm of the Metal Alliance tour, and it's been good times. We're at the downhill part of the tour, so we've got less than 7 shows to go before it's all done.
Boom, yeah.
Yeah.
There is one thing about that happened during the tour that I want to ask about, and that was when you scattered your fan Nick's ashes. And rather than just ask the question like, why did you do it? We all know why, to commemorate the life of a fan of yours. But I want to ask more like, how important is it to honor your fans and to honor their wishes, whether they're alive or they've passed?
Well, it's always cool. One of Nick's friends, the guy that came and brought us his ashes, we're kind of familiar with him. He's brought us gifts in the past. He made an action figure for me and John.
That's cool.
I've never, it's the first time that's happened. And custom lighters, little Dying Fetus lighters, just little gifts and stuff. So it kind of helped that it broke the ice when he asked for that request, and we're happy to oblige. This scene is small. Our fans are passionate, and we're passionate about our fans. So we had to honor Nick's wishes, and we weren't the only band to do it, but we weren't doing it for press or anything like that. We were just like, hey, it ended up blowing up, which is a nice side effect of it. But the key thing is making sure his buddy, this guy Nick, was able to rest in the pit.
Ah, there we go. That is awesome. So now, after this, you're going to be playing some European festivals and even have a little short European run. So, you're excited to go over to Europe and, play all the festivals and just kind of hang out somewhere that's not America, or?
Well, Europe's always a good time. We have a good following in Europe. We're also going to be doing dates in between festivals with the Black Dahlia Murder, co-headlining with them and our friends in Goat Whore. So, booking agents, make that an actual tour in North America, please.
That would be a really cool tour, actually. Yes, I would. And yeah, and I know Tampa, they would be doing really well with that. That's a lot of solid bands.
It would crush. Yes. It would crush. Next Summer Slaughter.
Not a bad idea, Sumerian.
But yeah, we're stoked to go over there and do that. But yeah, it's good times over there, and we'll be having a good time with our friends in Goat Whore and Black Dahlia.
Hell yeah. And then I know you have the Heaven and Hell Festival and also Full Terror Assault. So, definitely some of the bigger festivals over in this part of America and then in Mexico. So, one, how awesome is it that a huge festival is now in America? And two, what about Mexico fans? Because I know the Central and South American fans are always awesome.
Very passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Passionate people, passionate about their metal. They rival a lot of the fans in the world. There's not a lot of places where people go and travel that far just to see you. What was it? New Orleans, we had some guys from Costa Rica that came just to see us. They were like, yo, we saw you in Costa Rica. You haven't been there in a long time. And if we got to see you, we got to come to you. It's unfortunate that we're not able to get down to South America as often as we'd like. Sometimes it just doesn't seem to work out. But we are going to be down there for the Heaven and Hell. And then the Full Terror Assault. We've never done that fest. I think, this is year 2 for them?
Yeah, the second year.
Year 2. Is it true that's the gathering of the Juggalos fairgrounds. That's where the gathering happens, I believe.
That I don't know. I'm not a juggler.
Well, I've heard that that's where it goes down. So hopefully being year 2, which is good to know that it's going on a second year. It just seems that the idea of a European-style festival is hard to kick off here in the States. Right. People say Maryland Death Fest is something like that. You know, that's our home state. But I can tell you that Maryland Death Fest is nothing like a European festival. Yeah. You know, it takes place in the middle of a city. People aren't camping out. They're staying in hotels. So Full Terror Assault is probably, I guess, the closest thing you're going to get to that.
Wow. Yeah. Well, thank you for the Full Terror Assault promoters for putting that together, because I know an open air festival in America, and I mean, I'm going this year, so I'll be seeing you, I guess.
Cool. Cool. Get an interview. We'll talk. We'll hang.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And so then, I mean, you pretty much have a solid year already, but is there any other tour announcements, like later on, maybe like a late fall, winter tour or anything?
Well, in the late fall and winter, we should have a new album be dropping.
Oh, really?
We don't have a title for it yet. Album is recorded. It's in the can. We're waiting for a release date. You know, actually Relapse wanted it to be a little later in the year, so for whatever reasons they had, but what I believe their idea is they're going to put a nice marketing push behind it. So we're really thankful for that. And I know everybody out there, you know, it's like 4 years. You know, we're not trying to keep y'all waiting too long, but it just worked out that way. And we'll be playing a new song. We've been playing a new song for the past couple tours in Europe. We did some festival runs, a couple last summer, and then on this run during Metal Alliance, we've been playing a new song called Induce Terror. Oh, so wow. I'm sure on YouTube you can find us playing it on there.
Well, I mean, obviously the fans have been getting a new song, but what else can you tell us about the new album? I mean, I know Dying Fetus is always and will always be Dying Fetus, but is there anything, you know, that stands out to you about this new album, or maybe the songwriting, the production? Like, what do you have to say about that?
We're recording with Steve Wright at Right Way Studios again. So on a production level, you can expect the same quality as the last 2 releases. But I'd say the real difference is we did all the pre-production.
Okay.
We got a computer and learned up on digital audio workspaces, and we did the pre-production ourselves, where the last 2 albums we had some friends that had home studios that we go over their house and do the pre-production at. So if there is an album from Dying Fetus that is truly the 3 of us working in unison, just us, no other opinions, this is the one.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. Hopefully you do. But it's going to be a Dying Fetus album. Brutal slams, technical parts, grunting from John, grunting from Sean, and I'll be sweating in the back. So,
is there a particular reason why you decided to kind of do a collaborative effort for the pre-production?
Why not? Just I mean, we've always been a self-reliant band, and we just were like, well, so we got to get it started, so let's just do it. You know, if you wait for something to happen, you'll just wait.
Right, exactly. And then, I mean, I know that you mentioned, you know, like, of course, with every Dying Fetus album, you know, it'll be like the slams and the technical parts, like you mentioned before. And I mean, obviously, Dying Fetus has been following this formula for years and years and years. So, do you feel writing new music is easy, or is it a challenge because you don't want to change from your original sound?
Sometimes it's hard, especially with like some maybe like the hardcore parts or the slam parts. You're like, oh man, that's cool. I think that's already one of our songs, you know? So it's like, how do you keep doing the same thing but make it fresh and new? That's the hurdle. And then the next hurdle is subject matter, song titles, stuff like that, you know? I mean, we're still blue collar guys. John goes and helps Darren, my roommate, who's also in Misery Index. He has a carpet business, and he helps Darren. And Sean's a carpenter, and occasionally he picks up some work here and there. And then I have what I do, and that's AV, audiovisual installation work. And so, I mean, we have to keep it. You can't just sit on your laurels and just think that the royalty checks coming in, and we're not selling Kanye level albums, you know. It's Dying Fetus. We sell what we sell, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, that's more interesting because it tells me that obviously you are very adamant about the music that you write, about being Dying Fetus and being very true to your sound and to your fans. So you're willing to come out from the road and rather than relax and, you know, still grinding it, still working and everything. So is that why you do it, just so you don't have to, you know, I mean, I don't want to say sell out, but you don't have to go against what Dying Fetus is, essentially? Or
no, it's just paying the bills. It's really just paying the bills.
That too.
It's really just paying the bills, yeah.
Awesome. And I know that with all of your previous material that, I mean, of course, in the earlier days, it was more about the brutal murder, violence, and then now it's more on the social commentary, and which, I mean, I feel that metal is a very good release for, you know, whether it's a lot of anger or aggression, or, you know, you just have an issue with something that's going on in this country or in the world, and you just have to let it out. So do you agree? Is that why Dying Fetus has always kind of had subject matter on this topic?
Well, you know, like you mentioned, it started out as just gore, brutality.
Nothing wrong with that.
And that's cool. But if you just stay doing that, you're just going to be another one of those bands.
Right.
You know, and Jason, when he was in the band, he moved the band into a commentary, you know, and from there we've just kept going with it because that's what people expect from us. So the world provides us with plenty of things to be upset about.
Perfect. You know, what other purpose does the world serve, right, than just to have all of us be upset all the time, right?
Well, you know, I'd like to try to be a little bit jovial and nice to be around, because I mean, you know, touring every day, you know, you're traveling with people and getting along with people, especially guys in your band that you gotta work with.
Right.
It's, you know, you gotta be able to swallow your pride sometimes, you know, bite your tongue when you want to say something sometimes, and, you know, maybe think before you talk. That's more analyzing myself, but
yeah, that's something called maturity, so there you go.
Yep, we're all still, at least I know I am still growing as a person.
I think, you know, never wrong to stop trying to improve yourself, you know, whether it's you as a person, you in your career path, you musically, so there you go. All right.
Gotta grow.
And here's the last question. Do you have a message for the fans or anything?
Be patient, guys. New album's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. If you do happen to see us in these few last dates, you will see Induce Terror live. That's one of our new songs. It will be on the new album. And thanks a lot for your support. Thank you for the interview.
Of course.
And support your local scene and keep supporting metal.
Awesome, and thank you for watching, everyone. This is Stephanie with the Age of Metal, and Trey gave us a lot of great information. Dying Fetus is doing a ton of touring this summer, and in a little bit into fall as well, playing some really cool festivals, and they're also releasing new music. They have the new album already recorded, and it'll be out later this year, from what Trey knows, so definitely keep up with everything Dying Fetus is doing, because they're still grinding it. They're still doing really well, and they will never stop, from what I know. Hopefully not, right?
Stop at nothing, right?
Stop at nothing. All right. Thank you for watching. Stay metal.